Hello YouTube. It is I again, the Arctic Pipe, for another lovely weekend pipe smoking video. Today I'll be smoking out of my Rossi rusticated pipe, and in it the Cornan Deals Lunchtime Blues. Also, sipping some coffee here. So it's a lovely day. It's a Friday. Snow is coming down, and it's been snowing the past couple days. So this winter is looking a lot better than last winter. If you've seen some of my first videos here on my channel, you would know that Alaska was having some pretty wacky weather patterns last year. So today's video, I know this is kind of season 2 of the Arctic Piper. Doing a video once every 2 weeks now. Hope you're all logged in watching. I'll talk a little bit about containers. I decided I was smoking the Lunchtime Blues, and you can see there that I don't have too much left of it. But I found out this container it doesn't do a very good job keeping the moisture in. I've had this blend for about 3 months, and when I opened it up, it's like super dry, and I can see here that's burning like really quickly. So I would suggest what I usually use are your typical mason jars. Now, the typical mason jar is a glass jar with a flat sealable lid. Sorry, flat sealable lid with a ring that screws on that keeps it on tight. So it kind of keeps a vacuum on the lid there. The snow's really picking up. It's like living in a snow globe. It's really wonderful. So I thought, you know what? Why not do a video out in the snow? Before it gets super cold. And I also heard that's going to get pretty cold here pretty soon. Interestingly enough, I just got done with an interview. Again, for all of you who don't know, I'm a journalism student at the university here in Alaska. And we had an assignment. And the assignment was to interview someone with an interesting job. Now, as you all know, that I'm a really big home brewer. I love my craft beers. So I also work at a brewery as a dishwasher. So I decided to interview the head brewer. And I got the interview just in time because he's leaving tomorrow. And the assignment is due next Thursday, so perfect timing. I got a nice 25-minute long interview. Talking about his job being a head brewer at a microbrewery in Alaska. Told me all the ins and outs. Really great guy. And it was the first time they ever actually had a nice full conversation with him. And that's another point I'd like to say to you is that, you know, conversations are a wonderful thing. And that's why I love about this YouTube community is I get to have a conversation with you through this medium of the camera and the internet. You know, we never seen each other face to face, but through this medium of the media, you know, through the camera and online, you know, it's an interesting time we live in. So I get to have a conversation with you, and I think that's a wonderful thing. And that's another thing what I is attracted about pipe smoking is that I feel that it brings out the words and the the conversation content that it's again pipe smoking is a meditative hobby, a meditative thing, and I feel that it brings you back down to earth. It brings you kind of that personal relationship. Kind of helps you slow down, think about what you want to say. Of course, I wasn't smoking a pipe during the interview. It was the inside interview, and you kind of look at ethics there too as well. That maybe that person wouldn't like smoke in their face while you're interviewing them, but that's another great thing about YouTube. What else? Super Bowl happened. I'm not a really big football fan, but I have a mutual friend that invited me to a Super Bowl party, and at his apartment is smoke friendly, so I went there and I brought my pipe. I was able to smoke my pipe and watch the Super Bowl. So that was really interesting. Not too often nowadays you can smoke inside, but even with that, I prefer smoking my pipes outside anyways. Kind of being within nature and kind of sit back and kind of enjoy the natural surroundings around you. Something about it, it just looks so beautiful. I don't know. I just love living in this state. I love Alaska, and I feel that you have to really love the outdoors in the winters to live here. It's not the kind of place to be cooped up inside, Even this blend, was super dry. I think it tastes, it definitely kept its taste. I haven't smoked it in a while. I was looking back at my video. I got this blend from Drew the Shed. Thank you again, Drew, if you're watching out there. And it was actually a blend that he's been smoking, so I think that's another reason why it was really dry, is because he was smoking it for a while, then he decided to hand it off to me for me to try, and I haven't been really smoking it enough, I guess. It's a lovely blend. I think I might, after this video, maybe not right after this video, but maybe tonight, I might cut some logs from the log pile. Make a nice warm fire, to maybe read by tonight. Lovely thing like that. Something about sitting by a fire, a nice roaring warm fire, with a good book and a nice armchair, something good to drink. Something about it is just so calming. But again, about the interview though. It was my first real interview I had with someone that I didn't really know very well, and it's definitely was a learning experience. That's kind of the whole point of it. I definitely feel more confident of talking to other people and getting interviews. Now I have to. The assignment was to write a one-page paper, well, 2 one-page papers, writing the story. Again, 1-page length in 2 different styles. maybe write a macro to micro kind of story, or maybe do like maybe the other one do just more macro. What I mean by macro to micro is like macro is kind of like a general kind of overview of what I learned from the interview, and then micro is like the really nitty gritty, you know, get the quotes in there, very personal kind of story. And my interviewee, he's a wonderful guy. He's like your typical, you know, really Alaskan. He told me, he was like, well, you know, me and my wife want to go gold panning, and he wants to use the gold to melt it down to make jewelry. I was like, that is really cool, you know. He loves skiing. He just absolutely loves skiing. And this is just in February is a perfect time to go skiing. And he likes, you know, going out to his cabin and shooting guns, you know, the typical Alaskan guy, brews beer, shoot guns, pants for gold, you know. He's kind of like everything that I kind of want to be. Kind of like your typical, like, Alaska sourdough, you know. And he came up from Washington. He worked at a larger macro brewery. And when he came up here, you know, he was saying, I was a ski bum for a while, and his friend told him about the microbrewery job, and so that's what he got into. Built his way up to be the head brewer of the brewery. And man, oh man, they make some good beer. So, life's going well, school's going well. I'm getting more excited about my degree, and actually, right after this video, I have to go shoot a instructional video with a couple other classmates for a video editing class. So that's exciting. So, keeping my blog alive. This is a little update. I think I might bring back the tea reviews. My next video might be a tea review. Would be pretty interesting, so stay tuned. The tea review might even come sooner than within 2 weeks. It might come in, you know, within a week. So I might start incorporating more tea drinking videos, so pipe smoking videos and tea drinking videos. I got some new blends for Christmas that I could talk about. Some new black teas. I have a really smoky, hearty black tea called Russian Breakfast, you know. Most people are familiar with English breakfast, but this is like even smokier, and I think it was like aged in oak barrels, you know, kind of like beer or whiskey. And it's so smoky and so tasty. Probably go good with like a cigar or something, you know. Then I have a more of a sweeter black blend, which is called it as a coconut black tea. So it has like bits of coconut in there. It's really sweet. It's a great dessert tea. I should be drinking tea now, but I'm drinking coffee. I've been starting to drink more black coffee. I usually put cream and sugar in it, but black coffee pairs well with pipe tobacco. So, just living my life in this winter wonderland, enjoying it. Oh. I think that's all I have to say. I'm glad you're here to sit down and have a little chat with me, you know. Comment down below about your experiences with these kind of jars. It's like covered in snow. And you know, was your tobacco drying out faster in those kind of jars compared to mason jars? I know mason jars are really good for long term. I have a couple of these like little humidifier things that if you dip in diluted water, or you know, some kind of, it's like the like diluted water. You don't want to use tap water. And I guess it keeps the tobacco moist. Probably not good for mason jars because those do the job just as they are, again, for long term. But maybe for something like this, I should be using that. I'm also looking for suggestions that you can put down below on, you know, what you would like to see me talk about. If you're maybe interested in more of the blends I smoke, or maybe just my general life, you know, in this winter wonderland. Love to share with you. So anyways, that's all I have to say. Thank you for joining me, And tune in next time for some more pipe smoking fun. See ya. Bye.